Hi guys, welcome back to part 2. So remember there, if you have not got part 1, you need to do so now. Alright, so go and check out part 1. This is part 2. Let's go. So we have completed 20 of them already. So we're gonna continue, alright? And this was the last question for number 20. It says this unit could use the measurement following items: water, milk, and soda, and that was a liter. Alright, so we're on to 21 now. And 21 says, which of the following shows another way of writing 6 kiloliters? Alright, so it takes 1,000 liters to make a kiloliter. So it will be 6 times 1,000. Which gives us 6,000. So that will be C. So in this case, that will be C. Alright. 22 says a tree was 5.4 meters tall 5 years ago. It grows an average height of 25 centimeters every year. How tall is the tree now? So if it grows 25 centimeters on average and it's growing for 5 years, it will be 5 times the 25, which gives us 5, 5, 25, 5, 2 is 10, and 1, 11. Also around 5, 5, 25, okay, 2, 5, 2 is 10, and then 10. So that will be 125 centimeters. If we convert 125 centimeters to meters, we're going to divide by 100 because 100 centimeters make 1 meter. So that will be 1.25 meter. So all we have to do is just add the 5.4 and the 1.25. And that will give us our answer. So 5 plus 0, that's 5. 4 and 2, 6. And so that will be C, 6.65 meters. Which of the following is associated with the prefix centi? 100, 0.01, 0.001, or 0.1? I'm going to go with 100. You guys can let me know what you think about that one. Alright, let's move on to 24. It says, Marian bought 1 kilogram and 800 grams of flour on Monday, while on Tuesday she bought 3 kilograms and 300 grams. What was the total amount of flour she bought? Alright, so let's break it down. So first, they said that she bought 1 kilogram and 800 grams. Can separate them. And Tuesday, 3 kilograms and 300 grams. Let's add the gram first. Now, if we should add 800 and 300, that would be 1100 grams. But remember, 1000 grams make 1 kilogram. So basically, it would be 100 grams plus an extra kilogram. So that would be 1 and 2, 1 and 1, 2 and 3, 5. So it would be a total of 5 kilograms and 100 grams. So that would be D. Very nice question though, very nice question. Alright, let's move on to 25. How would you find the area of the triangle below? When we say a right angle triangle, so right angle triangle is basically half the base times the height. Now this is the slant side, so we do not consider that side. It's the base and the height. And divide that by 2. Remember, a right angle triangle is basically a half of a rectangle. So if we multiply the length times width, and we divide by 2. So it will be 6 times 8 and we divide by 2. They don't want us to work out the answer, but it would have been 24. So this would be our answer B. Alright, let's move on to 26. How many millimeters are equivalent to 30 centimeters? So first of all, we know that it takes 10 millimeter to make 1 centimeter, right? We got that correct. So if we have 30 centimeters, it simply means that we're going to multiply by 10, because for every 1 centimeter, it's going to equal to 10. So that would give us 300 millimeter. That is the C. Alright, this one now, a lot of people are going to have a problem with this one. I've done this in city angle so many times, and the person still seems not to understand if they are explaining. Alright, so it said the temperature in Canada was 10 degrees below 0. So let me just draw it so you guys can see. So say this is 0, and below 0 you have probably the freezing point. So you have negative 10 down this. That's what it actually means, right? The next morning it was 17 degrees below 0. So now you're gonna go a further 7 down to be 17. Alright, and they say what is the difference in the temperature? Now this was 10 and this is now 17, so the difference is 7. A lot of people are gonna think negative 7, that's not correct. Alright, difference is 7. Alright, let's move on to 28. The diagram below, side double x is, so that's double x is 14 centimeters. So let me just put that right here. Side xz, which is this, is half of the length. So that means it's half of 14. So you divide 14 by 2, which is 7. And they ask us for the perimeter of the shape. Now the perimeter means the total distance around. So we just add these 14 and that 21 and we double it. That's 42 centimeters. Number 29, what is the best estimate of the angle M? Now this is basically an acute angle. So here, this would be probably 90, right? Yeah. So probably about 30. Yeah, I would say it's less than 90. You know what you guys think on that one? Which of the following sets of interior measure could most likely be an isosceles triangle? So an isosceles triangle is where you have two angles equal. So we're just gonna look for the number, and here we go. That will be A. So A would be an isosceles, and just remember properties of an isosceles: two base angles are equal. Also, two sides are equal. Just in case for the future. So Mr. Bennett always think about the future. So two sides are equal. Alright, so let's move on to 31. If you don't need to join my class, this is the number. Other people always ask for my number, so I try to put it on. So it's 549-2161. Just WhatsApp me or call me, alright? Alright, this one says, which statement about the trapezoid is true? A, the trapezoid has three acute angles. B, the trapezoid has four sides that are parallel. C, the trapezoid has two right angles. The trapezoid has two obtuse angles. This one is about properties. Alright, trapezoid has three acute angles. Four parallel. So that would be D. Trapezoid has two obtuse angles. Let's move on to 32. Which of these shapes is not an example of a polygon? So a polygon has many sides. Circle basically do have no side. Alright, and many angles. Alright. Which expression represents the product of n and 25? Now, product means to multiply, so it would be n times 25, and of course, that would be 25n. That means multiply. This is 25n. Let's move on to 34. Which situation best describe the expression 4 plus x? So 4 children and x adults are in a room. I'm going to go with this. I don't even need to see the others. So I'm not going to go through it. A total number of books on a shelf and x are missing, with a minus this one. These are different. A total of 4 cars, no. Total of, yeah. So I was correct. Could have been that one. 25 says, what is the value of p if 3p plus 6 is equal to 12? What this is actually saying, when you multiply 3 by a number and then you add 6, the result should be 12. So you could even use trial and error and see which one of these numbers would make sense. Let's say you put 3 times 9, that's 27, plus 6, that could work. 3 6 is 18, plus 6, that's 24. 3 3 is 9 plus 6, so it's actually 2. But let us work out the equation since we are all mathematicians. What we do, we take the inverse of the plus 6 and we minus 6. We do it to one side, we do to the next side. So that will be 12 minus 6, which is 6. And then we divide by 3 because the opposite of multiplication is division. So we divide by 3, and of course, 6 divided by 3 equals 2. I like that one. So that would be D. I didn't take it. So that would be D. Alright, 36 says Bobby obtains scores below on this test. Use the score to answer question 36 and 37. So it says Bobby obtained. Alright, so these are his score 96, 87, 75, 82, 87. First question, what is the range of Bobby's score? Now the range is the difference between the largest number and the smallest number. So looking at the numbers, let's inspect them. We can determine that 96 is the largest number. The smallest would be 75. So it will be the difference between 75 and 96. So 5 from 6 is 1. So I'm going to go with 21 for that one. Alright, let's look at 37. What is the median set of score? Now, the median is the middle number after you arrange it in ascending or descending order. So let's start with the 75, which is the smallest. So we have 75, then we have 82, 82, then 87, another 87, and then 96. So the middle number would be 87. So 87 would be the median. If they had asked you for the average or mean, you would have added up all the numbers and divide. Alright, if they had asked you for the mode would be the number that occurs the most, which also would be 87. Alright, just adding that point of information. Let's move on to 38. And again, guys, if you want to join the class, this is my number 876 549 2161. And the name is Lennox Benny. You can also follow me on TikTok where I do live free classes along with YouTube. So guys, just check me out, alright? Alright, 28 says use the following information to answer question 38 and 39. About contain the following items: 3 red pens, 2 blue pens, 4 white pens, and 3 black pens. If you were to choose up one pen at random, which pen are you most likely to choose? Now, you're most likely to choose the pen that has the most items in there. Alright, so it's the one with the largest number, which is 4. So I would say white, because they have more options. Probability of drawing one of them, and it makes sense. What is the probability of choosing a white pen? So then come back to the answer again. Now, in order to get the probability, we need to know the total number of pens. So let us just do a rough check. 3 and 2, 5 and 4, 9 and 12. So it's a total of 12. The total is our denominator, and we have a total of 4 pens, white pens. And we can break down the fraction by dividing by 4. That's 1 out of 3. So the probability of choosing a white pen would be 1 out of 3. Alright, this one says use the table below to answer questions 40 and 41. How many pupils borrowed 3 or more books? So this is the number of books borrowed, and this is the number of students. So the library recorded books borrowed by pupils in primary 5B. In the table above, how many pupils borrowed 3 or more books? Now it says 3 or more. So books, the number of books borrowed in the 3 right here. Now they say 3 or more, so we must include 3. If they say greater than 3 or more than 3, would not. But they say 3 or more, so we're going to include all these numbers, alright, and we're going to add them up. So we have 5 plus 10 plus 6 plus 3. 5 and 10, 15 and 16, so that's 24. So that would be T. Alright, so this one says, what was the total number of books borrowed by the pupils in primary 5? Now to get the total number of books borrowed, so what this is saying, 3 students borrowed no book. So them people are them rich. Them 3 people are rich, they don't borrow no book. Alright, 7 persons borrow 1 book. So that means we're gonna say 7 times 1 is 7. And you continue like that. This is saying 9 students borrowed 2 books. So that will give you 9 times 2, so 18. 5 students borrowed 3 books, so that will be 5 times 3. So 5 times 3 for the next one. And you will continue like that, and you continue like that, and you continue like that. And then you add them. Alright. So basically, looking from it, it can only be 128 as our answer. We have 10, 4, that's 40. So it has to be 122. But you guys work it out and tell me what you guys get. Based on this, what I'm seeing, it has to be 122 because it's already past 43. So let's move on. The picture graph shows the student attendance at school for 5 days. Use the diagram below to answer question 42 and 43. So this represents 15 students. That's very important. And which day did 75 students attend school? So basically, if one of them represents 15, we need to know what is 75 divided by 15, which is 5. So we're looking for the day that had 5 students, and that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's Monday. So you can just think of it 15, 30, 45, 60, 75. Since 1 represents, so Monday would be the answer. What is the mean attendance for Monday and Tuesday? Now the mean means the average. So we know that on Monday we had 75. So we need to see how many attend on Tuesday. That's 15, 30, 45. So that will be 45. So we add 75. We're gonna add 75 to 45. That's what we get. 5 of 5, 10. 5 of 5, 10, carry 1. 4 and 7, 11, and 1, 12. Now they ask for the mean. Now the mean, or we get the mean, we add the two numbers and divide by total number of numbers we added. So we added two numbers, so that means we're going to be dividing by 2, and that is the 60. So the mean would have been 60. Very nice question. Let's move on to, it says use the table to answer question 44. The table shows the scores of students on a mathematics test. Paul got 89, Jim 34, Pam 72, Jill 34, and Bob 20. Which statement is true about the data? So you just have to analyze it and see which statement is true. 3 students got the same scores in the test. That is a lie. 2 students score more than 72 on the test. He said more than 72. This is equal to 72, so that is a lie. Let's see what C says. 3 students scored more than 50 on the test. More than 50. This is 1, 2, so that is a lie. So it have to be D. But let's see what D says. 3 students scored less than 50 on the test. Let's see if we can find the 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes, it is indeed D. Alright guys, so we have come to the end of the test. Parents, make the call right now. This is my number 5492161. See you guys soon, alright? Look for more videos guys, you know miss have anything for me. More video of me. More video of me. So 876-549-2161. And the name is Lennox Bennett. Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you all. Lennox Bennett will see you in another video. Guys, if you have not liked the video, you need to do so now. Alright. Like the video, guys. Like the video.